got our number one Cochrane Go One Better caller of the night. We're going to begin tonight with Fred in North Huntington. Fred, go right ahead. Welcome.
Hello, Fred.
A call. Hey, Bob, I wanted to talk about the Steelers' offensive line a little bit here. To me, they've been a little bit, after the 3 games, a little bit of a disappointment. They don't seem like they can move anybody. Anytime that they're even Pickett gets a pass off, it seems to me he just gets it off in time, and he's getting decked to the ground right as he throws it. It's never really a clean pocket where you can constantly get a pass off where he's standing up. And the running game is suffering because they can't push anybody around. And I thought coming into the season that the offensive line would have been, vastly improved.
So did I.
With the pickup from the guy from Philadelphia.
I agree with you, Fred, and it was better this past week, but the first couple, not so good. Sayamalu had his issues first couple, settled down in this game. But I will say, I like the play design of moving Kenny Pickett by design out of the pocket, rolling him. He's very good at rolling to his left, throwing back into and making an accurate throw. The downside of that is you only get half the field to work with normally. But, Andrew, they're going to play to his strengths. It should, and I thought that was a well-designed touchdown pass to Pat Freiermuth.
Bob, what is it going to take for Broderick Jones to get into the lineup? If you're looking at Dan Moore through 3 games, the answer is he has not been good. Now, obviously, I don't think he's been as bad as Pro Football Focus, who said today that he was the 2nd worst offensive tackle in the entire NFL. But what clearly hasn't happened is this momentum that he had in training camp in the preseason has not carried over to the regular season. You have the highest drafted player you acquired, and you did it with a trade too. You liked him so much. You said when you drafted him, even though he was young, he was NFL ready. The only thing that I thought would have kept Broderick Jones on the bench was if Dan Moore was thriving. He's not. So I would like to see a change made there at left tackle sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but I think Kendrick Green kind of earned his spot, which wasn't very good when he was in there. And we saw it in the preseason. I don't know what more you can't keep him around if he was playing the way he was playing. So maybe you're right. Maybe
I agree with that.
They had no choice, I thought, and they brought in guys to take his place. So I don't think that was something of concern. We'll see him this weekend. The Steeler defensive line should have a very good day, specifically T.J. Watt, who I think will be inspired because J.J. Watt's going to be honored. That may bring out the best in TJ. Let's go to Matt and Butler. Hey, Matt, what's going on?
Hey, good evening, guys. Just want your take on this. Seems like Tomlin today was saying, hey, C.J. Stroud, because he was playing for Ohio State, is more NFL ready. And it's like, okay, does that mean because Kenny Pickett came from Pitt, he's not as NFL
No,
ready?
it meant the same thing. It meant they both were in programs for a long time. They were in control of it. They got better each and every year in it. And I think probably what he was saying is look at guys like Trey Lance, look at guys like Zach Wilson, guys who are 1 year, even Mitch Trubisky, 1 year at North Carolina, Andrew. I think his point was there, if you're in a program like that and if you command the program for several years, you're better apt to come into the NFL and be successful.
Well, I think somebody should have just be a real smart aleck, and if I were at the press conference, it probably would have been me. I think I would have said just, hey, Mike, out of curiosity then, why have Ohio State quarterbacks been so awful in the NFL? Why are these guys so bad? Justin Fields, Troy Smith, Heisman Trophy winner. You go up and down the line, Bob. When was the last time Ohio State produced a good NFL quarterback?
Well, but C.J. Stroud may be different, and he was using that as the reason why. That's all I took from that. But you're right. A lot of them haven't had any kind of success in the NFL. You have to go back to Mike Tomczak. I don't even know how far back you'd have to go. Anyway, we got to take a break here. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about Penguins in action tonight and try to squeeze in more calls. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call on Pittsburgh's CW, which is now called KDKA+.